Most people think building a business requires a massive leap of faith. It doesn't. It requires a boring checklist and 60 minutes a day. So, if you can find 1 hour between your kids going to bed and your own head hitting the pillow, then I can show you how to build a system that out-earns your boss by leaps and bounds. We're moving from the what to the how today. I'm showing you how to build your business engine without losing your mind or your family. Okay? Hey, my name is Isai Rodriguez, and this is Home Business Hustle. If you're a working dad who's tired of being successful on paper, but broke on time, you're in the right place. We don't do the guru hype here, right? We don't do the laptop on the beach fairy tales and all that stuff. We just do the work that actually works, right? So let's get right into it. So, last week we talked about the pipeline, right? Building something that pays you for your ideas, not your hours, right? But the question that I got the most after that episode was, they go, Isai, where do I actually start when my schedule is already packed, already full, jammed, right? And listen, I get it, right? I know where you're coming from. I know the struggle because I've been there. I've been in your shoes. You know, I remember trying to build my first system while sitting in a Starbucks parking lot at 9 p.m., right? I was exhausted. I had my laptop balanced on the steering wheel because it was the only quiet place that I could find, right? And I realized right then that I couldn't hustle my way to freedom, right? I didn't have 10 hours a day to give, right? I had one, barely, right? Maybe two if I skipped Netflix, right? Which in retrospect is great advice, right? In and of itself. Cut out Netflix or anything else that consumes your time, right? Like scrolling on TikTok or Instagram, stuff like that. Because here's what I found is that I realized that if I was gonna win, I had to stop working on my business and start building it, right? There is a difference. Working is responding to emails, things like that, right? Building is creating a system that sends the emails for you. Are you with me? And today we're talking about the architecture of your first 60 minutes, because most of us, that's all we have, right? And if you only have 1 hour, you really can't afford to waste a single second wondering, well, what should I do today? Right? You don't have that luxury, right? Or at least I didn't. That's where most guys fail. They sit down, they're tired, and they spend 45 minutes looking at their screen. Then the hour's gone, right? Struggle. I know that, like I said, I've been there. I've lived that. And to build a business in the cracks of the cracks of time in your life, you need 3 specific gears to shift into, right? Gear number 1 is the high leverage list, right? Before you ever sit down, you need to know the one task that moves the needle in your business, right? Is it creating content? Is it setting up an automated email? Right? Is it, reaching out to a lead, right? If it doesn't build the pipeline, it doesn't get your time within that hour, right? Gear number 2 is the 60-minute sprint, right? Listen to me. You put your phone in the other room, right? You close every browser tab that's not essential for you at that moment. You give that business 60 minutes of your absolute best brain power. Are you with me? Right? See, most people work at 40% intensity for 8 hours, right? But here's the trick, is that if you work 100% of your, intense, or at 100% intensity for 1 hour, you'll actually get a whole lot more done. It's about density, not duration, right? That's the key there. Gear number 3 is automation first. Every time you do a task, I want you to ask yourself, right? How can I make it so I never have to do this ever again manually, right? Because here's the thing, is that if you're answering the same question for 3 different people, then that's a clear indicator, right, that you should be writing some sort of FAQ, some sort of instructions, anything like that. If you're manually sending a welcome message to leads, set up that welcome message in an autoresponder, right? Listen, you are the CEO of your business, but you're also the janitor right now, right? The goal is to fire the janitor as quickly as possible. Think about it like this. If you spend your hour today building a system that saves you 10 minutes tomorrow, then in 6 months, your business is running while you're at the park with your kids, right? And like that right there, that's building your business. It's not about being the hardest worker in the room. It's about being the guy who builds the smartest room. Are you with me? And you're the guy who doesn't just watch these videos. You're a builder, right? And builders focus on the foundation. Your foundation is your daily hour, that hour that you set aside specifically for building your business or working on it, right? You need to protect it like your life depends on it, because the version of your life where you're free, right? It depends on that hour, right? So let me ask you this, and you can reply in the comments, but what's the biggest thing stopping you from getting that 1 hour of focused work in right now, today, right? Is it the kids? Is it the job, right? Is it your energy, right? Let's talk about it. I want to know. I want to help you get started right now, right? So, I mean, because listen, you don't need a miracle, right? You need a system, right? And building a business isn't a lightning bolt that just hits you, right? It doesn't just come to you and your business magically happens, right? It's a brick that you lay every single night, 1 hour a day, 1 brick a day, right? If you do that, think about it, a year from now, you're going to be looking at a fortress, right? One built like one brick on top of the other. And if you don't do that, right? Well, you're just going to be a year older, still hauling buckets. Are you with me? So I encourage you to make the choice to build. All right. So, okay, man, that's all for today. Remember, information without execution is just a hobby. All right. And you didn't click on this video because you needed, another hobby. You clicked because you're ready to build something that lasts. Okay. Go hug your kids, then go do the work. All right. But first, don't forget to hit the link in the description for your free mindset guide. Okay. And on that note, I'll catch you in the next episode. Let's get to work, my friends. Take care. Bye.